Good evening, my friends, and welcome back to the next episode of Haven Moon. Last time out, we were thoroughly stumped. We managed to get over to little teleporter island over here, but, well, it's actually this device that you can see here. More pneumatics, and we weren't really sure how to do that. Since then, I have looked up a hint. And do you know what? Should have got this one, right? The hissing sound that we could hear with both previous iterations of this kind of puzzle, like the fake bolt and the dodgy bed frame, it's hiding a pneumatic key. It's the key that's pneumatic. And it's hissing because, like, there's air passing through the system, right? So there's some configuration of these. That is going to activate the pedestal right at the top of the building, and we've not been going back there to check that. We've been sort of looking at it and going, well, that's not green, so it can't activate. So we were kind of assuming we had the wrong key. But it seems like we might have the right key, because it's all... It seems like we might have the right key. It's just that with both the previous locks that we tried to activate, we only ever tried to activate them when the air was actually passing through. And you can hear it hissing. Okay, cool. So we've sort of whatever position we left that teleporter in was clearly the correct one, because it's actually working now. Ah! It's because we got lucky on the previous two keys, right? It's because we got lucky on the previous two keys. We only ever found them when the pneumatics were in the right spot already. So I didn't twig that if the pneumatics are not in the correct position, then it's not going to hiss and you can't activate it. So I was assuming we just had the wrong key. Okay, right. Oh, it's locked in now, so no more of those. Well, what did it do? What did it do? It sounded like it did something and the thing has now stopped doing something. Let's have a look. It might be something right at the bottom, because there's nothing at the bottom of this currently. Oh, hang on a second. There's a big thing. Okay, cool. Right, yeah, let's go down. That does make sense, because the pneumatic in question was obviously on Teleporter Island. Hey, do you know what? That also means that what I said 2 episodes ago? No, 1 episode ago? Hang on, wait. We got to the house in episode 5. I think I said it last episode. I think I said it in episode 6. That we're going to raise something up from the ocean. Just because of the way that the pipes go down there. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming we can walk over to this from either side. Yes. What? That's a lot of gold. Okay, there's only one door. This looks like the giant teleporting thing that's in the diagram in the at the top of the house. Oh. No, doesn't work. This is a lot of gold. And I tell you what, right? So gold, approximately 22 tons per cubic meter, something like that. 22 tons, 24 tons per cubic meter. It's a roundabout there. No, I think it's 22 tons per cubic meter, if I remember right. So, like, how big are these blocks? This is a sturdy set of shelves here. Like, I am impressed at the craftsmanship, let's say. Gold is absurdly heavy. Absurdly heavy. I mean, metal in general is absurdly heavy. I would recommend, I'm going to make a video recommendation to you guys, right? Check out Man-at-Arms Reforged did... There's a video from many years ago now. Man-at-Arms Reforged building Thor's hammer. And they make this big thing about how they can't make it out of solid metal because a piece of steel about that size, right, is going to just weigh like 60 pounds or something, you know, like 30 kilos. Okay. Since the end of the construction of the facilities, I have spent much more time on Seleos. I feel much more safe and free here. I brought everything I need. I've got all the equipment necessary to conduct new experiments, and my library contains all of Menra's knowledge, letting me enjoy hours of peaceful studying. I began research on the cosmos that I wished to explore and spent a lot of time scrutinizing space with the telescope. I think I discovered a zone with interesting properties, a place possibly uninfluenced by time. Maybe I could get there someday after some modifications to my teleporter system. Unfortunately, new events on Menra turned me away from this work. After that, I have decided to settle down here definitely and bring all my remaining belongings, including my stock of gold. Not so long after that, what I feared the most happened. Menra was destroyed, and I was the only survivor of this madness. Wow. Feeling lonely and desperate, I then decided to modify the steerable teleporter so it can survey space and search for other worlds. It might take years for the device to test all the possible coordinates, but it's my only hope. Yesterday evening I heard this strange noise coming from the ocean once again, and then I saw bright lights on the horizon that vanished after a brief moment of time. Tomorrow I'll equip the exploration boat, and I'll try to go where I saw the lights. Lab, house, cannon. Wow, okay. They're just going to give us the coordinates for the cannon? Alright. Just going to take a screen grab of that one. Well, I suppose that's just where we go. We just try and... What's the trick? I guess that's just where we go. We go to the cannon now. We go to the cannon teleporter. Assuming that the teleporter is active. Of course, the one in the house wasn't turned on. But we can put these coordinates in and see if it works, right? Oh, I almost forgot. I feel like I need to issue a retraction on something I said in episode 2. And I have already commented on this in reply to some people in the comments section. But I said something very definitive about coordinates versus bearings in episode 2, right? And I said, well, I wouldn't really consider the direction of a telescope to be a coordinate. I would consider it to be a bearing. And I have thought about this further, and I think that's actually a very narrow thing to have said, right? Because you have all kinds of different coordinate systems, right? You have Cartesian coordinates, which most people are familiar with. You have intrinsic coordinates, you have parametric coordinates, and you have polar coordinates, right? And polar coordinates very much use theta and distance, which is, of course, exactly what we're doing with this telescope. And so, using the word coordinate to describe that for the clue for the laboratory access puzzle, perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. So I just kind of wanted to state that explicitly as a retraction, because I don't remember exactly. But I think I said something that was not quite correct, and I didn't want that to stand as a criticism. Okay, let's have a little look. So the canon is 317026. 317026. Oh dear, sorry, big yawn there. 317. Oh no! Ah, we're doing the wrong one. Three 17026. What? What? Hang on. It's supposed to be based on 26 degrees is almost flat. It's supposed to be based on how far away it bounces off the atmosphere, right? How could it be at 26 degrees? I mean, we're coming in very shallow. But, like, from the map, Cannon Island is the same distance as... On the map, Cannon Island is basically the same distance as the laboratory island. So how can it be such a wildly different angle of inclination if it's supposed to bounce off the atmosphere, come back down? Someone let me know in the comments, please. Okay, well, we've got an elevator coming down there. So where is this taking us? Interesting that, okay, you do not actually need line of sight. You can just have your teleporters just inside a building. Ah. Stormy, isn't it? Okay, we've just achieved an achievement, illuminated path. There's our cannon. Oh, up and down? Should we try down first? No. I tell you what, right, I'm looking forward to our next Myst elevator, right? Because ever since Riven, I've been really wanting to try out, hey, do you know what? Maybe we can actually also go down rather than up here. There are multiple floors here, though. Right. So this is actually taking us up to the cannon. We should go down by one, because there will probably be a lot to explore at the cannon. Down by 1 and make sure we open up the shortcut, because presumably the shortcut's just a one-way door. The door I thought the key unlocked, presumably that's just this door is locked from this side kind of situation. Is it in fact? Oh, we've got a couple of doors. It is indeed that door. And this door here? Ah. No, we need different power. Different power? Perhaps. Is that showing the same? Because I haven't touched this puzzle. Yeah, what's this showing? That's showing the same thing. So we've got a different puzzle to go and do. There's nothing in here now that the cable car's not here, so that's fine. Okay. Weird. Well, let's go up to the giant cannon and have a look around. I was so sure that the coordinates for the cannon teleporter, like you'd be given like a bearing, and then you would have to make the logical leap that, well, hey, the angle has to be the same because the distance is the same. Like, I was so convinced. Oh. So what do we got here? 135.20. Well, okay, hang on a minute. How are we going to... How are we going to decide what numbers to put in there? Huh. Or maybe the numbers that are in there are the correct numbers. Let's try and get the power first. Interesting that there's a way to call the elevator from up here, because I don't think there's a way to get off here without it, right? Interesting. Now we need 8, and this is giving us 7, 9 at the minute. Now, did we make note of when we did this puzzle over here? Which ones have to be, or which way round? And what is the implication from the sea being nice and calm, but also having a very loud sound coming from the ocean? Integrate each container, right, as The conception of this cannon was not an easy task, and during the test, the beam missed its target more than once, causing major damage on the surrounding area. Some condensers get damaged regularly, producing an erratic current that causes the circuit to break. Yeah, she just got to work out which one's which, and that's fine. But, okay, well, we only took one page. But he decided to modify the steerable teleporter so it can survey space and search for other worlds. It might take years for the device to test all possible coordinates. Heard a strange noise coming from the ocean. Yet again saw bright lights on the horizon that vanished after a brief moment of time. I'll equip the exploration boat and try and go where I saw the lights. Maybe the program has already found the correct coordinates, and the coordinates that it's set to are the correct ones? Hard to say. Okay, that's going between 7 and 9 right now. Oh. We can't change that. Well, that's weird. Why can't we change this? Is it because we need the... Oh, we can't throw that lever either. Do we need the cable car here? So we can throw that, but it doesn't do anything. That key's got stuck in that door now as well. How strange. Why can't you move these? Right, okay, so this puzzle isn't that, then. Huh. Would getting the cable car in do anything? Possibly. You know, we've now got the shortcut unlocked. Worth a try. We've got the shortcut unlocked, and we also have the shortcut unlocked in the house as well. So theoretically... now where do we leave the cable car? Do we leave it at the house? Do we leave it at the lab? I have a feeling we left it at the house, right? No. Might have left it at the lab. There it is. Oh no, we have to go and set the Ah, we're in totally the wrong place. This is going to take us back to the house. Never mind. Good thing we're not in a rush, isn't it? Feel free to skip ahead 5 minutes if you want us to, like... If you want to skip to the place where we have the cable car in the place we're hoping. Go back, please. It's not charged up yet. Come on. Back we go. It's probably not correct to call this a cable car, of course. It's got no cables. What do you reckon the other directions on that, on the house teleporter, the other directions that you can set the second pneumatic pump to? Do you reckon that does anything? I tell you what, you know, for a guy that's basically living on his own, you know, he's very good at brickwork, isn't he? Man. I was just thinking about Subnautica and these notes that he makes about the you know, these noises that you get out at sea, and taking his boat out to explore. And of course he'd have had to have explored on a boat to find these other islands anyway, right? And yeah. I think a game like Subnautica, which wasn't totally terrifying, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I've not played Subnautica Sub-Zero, Subnautica Below Zero. Dunno. Any good? Maybe I could give that a go. But I probably need you guys to help me out on the stream, because I'd probably find it too scary. Okay, so bringing the car here does nothing. I thought it might do something, because obviously it plugs into the thing, right? Like it's all powered. It's all, you know, the same power grid. But yes, there is no No twisting these things this time. Okay. So, what can we do? What can we do? The possibility space of this puzzle feels just incredibly constrained. We could go down there. Do you reckon the beacon's taking power? We could turn the beacon back off. We don't need that. The beacon, of course, uses power because we needed to put the turbine, very, very first puzzle of the game, we had to put the turbine in the water to generate the power to turn the first beacon on. So let's turn that off. I really don't like how rough that sea is, you know. I also kind of feel, totally irrationally, of course, but I also kind of feel like giant sea monster jump out at you at any moment. Dunno. Maybe I just have a fear of the sea. Who knows? Maybe Subnautica has really just done a number on me that well. No, that has not affected these numbers. Okay. Well, back up to the cannon then. And let's see if there's anything else up here. This is very much in the, oh dear, I'm yawning so much today. Blimey. Sorry, guys. This is very much still in the we are exploring the puzzle part of the puzzle. Like, we've got a button. The button does nothing. We have some coordinates that we can change, but like, what else can we even change here? Nice big bolts. And why is this bit fenced off? Huh? I mean, I guess it's fenced off because the thing can swing down. What happens if we point it straight up? First of all, let's take a screenshot of the coordinates in here, right? Just in case, because if the clue was, oh yeah, you should go back to the whatever the thing is set to, right? 0, well that's going to be flat. Let's point it straight up. Because then it's going to be like a lightning rod as well, right? What happens if our character model stands underneath it? Ah, it's just enough for it to miss us. Yes! Safety first! Excellent. Okay. Are we going to get a lightning strike, do you think? Does the lightning ever Yeah, the lightning does strike these rods. Do you think the lightning will strike up here? Is that something that can happen? We might need to go back to the vault and see if there is a clue there. So that's showing the same. I'm really suspicious of the fact that this panel has hinges behind it, you know. We can close this. Still no clues on the inside of the door. I was 20% convinced we'd find something there, because we already looked at this one, didn't we? And yeah, there's nothing on this one either. This panel also has hinges, and that wasn't anything. So maybe that's not anything. So weird that the solution doesn't involve these capacitors at all. These collectors. Because the puzzle seems so similar to the last one. Wait, what? Why can we change that one but not those? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Why are these not clickable? But that one over there is. Huh. And that one's not. Weird, okay. Well, let's try our furthest one then. That's so strange. Whoops, we went right past it. Right, nope, that's reduced the power. Okay. So some of these are out of action. Okay, we'll change 1 and 2. Has that reduced the power by 2, or has it settled the power down? Whoa, look at that! We've got loads of power now. On with great power. That's the achievement that just popped up. With great power. Weird. Don't get that one, but puzzle solved nonetheless. Don't get why we couldn't turn some of them. Okay, here we go. Where do we go? Should we go for the coordinates that were originally in here? Yeah? There's no way to save the game, so we're just going for it. Alright, here we go. Zap us away. Intergalactic space mission. Waiting for it to get into position still. Nah, didn't go. Did not go. Okay. So we've got the power for it, but we need the coordinate for it. And the coordinate is not where you left it. Okay. I want to go back to the vault. Because I suddenly remembered we tried to put our thing in. Wait. Hang on a minute. No, there's definitely a thing. There's definitely a piece of writing somewhere about these slotty down keys being really important. I think that might be at the top of the house. Let's teleport back and see if we can find something related to that. We're going to take some screenshots of some text as well. Okay, back to the house we go. That is the lab, not the house. There we go. House time. Okay. So, first of all, that's what we've powered up. So, is this gonna be us teleporting away? Close the door first. No. Come on. Oh, we can definitely we can now lock it in, and we couldn't lock it in before. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Right. Print me this. Print me this. Whoops. No, I've overwritten the wrong thing. Oh. There we go. Right, and now we need... And we'll take this whole page this time. Fine. I mean, well, here's the thing. These things exist in all of the places, don't they? Because there's one of these over by the teleporter on the base. There's one of those over by the teleporter on the base, and I think there might even be one in the laboratory as well. Come on! Ah! It's satisfyingly squeaky, you know? It feels like we're very close to the end of the game now. It feels like I need to just find out how to... Wait, hang on. Am I forgetting the very, very first note that this guy left us? Because didn't he say something like, something, 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 and then you'll be able to return where you came from? Or am I getting this confused with Riven? But like... his very first letter to us. I think... Right, Aetion teleporter. Fine. Right, we'll take this. Okay. And it says... There was a flaw with the airships making the connection between Seleos and Menra. Even if I enjoyed the trip from one planet to another, it was way too long. The airships were too vulnerable to bad weather, so I decided to find a way to adapt the teleportation system so that it can be used to travel between Seleos and Menra while keeping the same transport capacity of the airships. This is the Aetion. They work the same way as the teleporter, but their orientation mechanism is embedded and the destination coordinates are stored in an activation key. The Aetions also require more power to operate. The power supplied by the teleporter's circuit is insufficient for an Aetion, so the electric cannon must be used to send the required additional power. The Aetions require more power to operate. The power supplied by the teleporter's circuit is insufficient for the Aetion, so the electric cannon must be used to send the additional power. So I think what we need to do, we point the cannon towards the base, which we can do because it's just the opposite coordinates, right? And then we can put this key in the base teleporter, and then we are away. Or alternatively, if we can work out how to do it, we could instead get the cannon to point at the house and take all the gold with us. That is possibly an alternate solution. Is there a way of working out... We could get the... Maybe... We could try some trigonometry again to see if we could get that to work. That would be hilarious if we finally get to use trigonometry to steal all of this guy's gold. Right, but let's get back to the base island first. Okay, and I want to take this letter right here. Welcome to Seleos, the moon of the planet Menra. After a cataclysmic event, Menra was destroyed. Since I was on Seleos when it happened, I was spared, became the last survivor. With all this machinery, I made a teleporter with the ability to scan the universe and look for people from other worlds. If you are reading this message, it means this device worked correctly, but it also means I can't be there in person to welcome you. In that case, I wish to give you my treasure, patiently collected during my lifetime, so that's the gold. The key on the back of this device contains the teleportation coordinates that allow you to activate the Aetion and go back home. So yes, we're not putting it in here. We are putting it in. We are putting it in the vault. Okay. Unfortunately, my friends, that's all I have time to record for this week. So, you know, we're out of time for today. It feels like we're so close to the end of this game now, though. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time where maybe we'll be finishing this game. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.